All right, we are live. We are live. We are live on X. Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Lisk's Founders Spotlight. If you are joining in, wherever you're joining, if you're joining from X, welcome. If you're joining from YouTube as well, welcome. Glad to have you here again. We've done this twice now, and it's been a beautiful experience. Go ahead and just click. You know how it is. You can repost this, you can share it, you can copy the link and go share to as many places as you can. We'll just give 2 minutes for everyone to do that. As you're joining on the copy the link and share, copy the link and share, copy and circulate it, share on your WhatsApp status, share on in Telegram communities, repost it on your X, and let's get a lot of in on in tonight's call because I believe it's going to still be very exciting. We have we have very amazing persons here already. We have Juju Boy in the building, and we also have Superior from Coinsafe, the CTO and co-founder of Coinsafe. So it's going to be a very strategic conversation, and also also have the time to actually have an exclusive preview of what has been going on. So make sure you are sharing this. Just next 2 minutes, go ahead, copy the link and share to as many places as you can. On my own end, I'm doing that as well. So just let's quickly all do that, and then we we continue this this session of the List Founders Spotlight. All right, join live. Everybody join live. Okay, that is running on my end, and we have persons join. Let's dive right into it. So, good evening again, everybody. My name is Danny Amara. I'm here with very amazing people from Lisk and from Coinsafe. And quick introduction: I'm a creator, currently spotlighting founders in Lisk Africa. Very exciting experience. Have been loving the journey, and it's just beautiful to see the amazing products being built in the Lisk ecosystem, and also be privileged to be spotlighting them and shining more light to the amazing things that the founders and builders are doing behind the scene. And I mean, the products, the outputs that they're putting out there for users out there for you to also use and enjoy using this product. So that is me. So we're going to have Jiboy do a quick introduction, and then we'll have Superior run a quick introduction, and we get right. So yeah, Jiboy, over to you.
Hi guys, GM. My name is Juju Boy, project ambassador with Lisk. Basically, what I do day to day is um, mostly BD for new startups building on Lisk, helping them integrate with Lisk, get all the resources they need to build and scale on Lisk. So yeah, nice. It's always amazing whenever we join this call with Danny Amara. Um, our goal is to get as much of the startups building on list to get their word out there, get people to see what they are building, get the community to test and use this amazing product that they're building. So, yeah, um, nice. Happy to be here always.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Superior, over to you. I don't know. I think there's just a little bit of a network issue from his end. So while wait for him to get back on quickly once again, go ahead and share the link, share, repost this. Make sure you are reposting this so that more persons can see this. Share to the Telegram communities. Get every as many persons as you can to join this. We are talking about saving the Web3 way, and I mean it's pretty much something that everybody, in Africa, in every other location, every other country should actually want to hear about, because you don't just get to be able to save the local way, but you also get to save the Web3 way, right? So it's something that everybody needs to hear about. So make sure you are sharing tonight's live session. Make sure you are sharing it. Gigi boy, can you hear me? Let me just be sure you can hear me. I know that. Okay, yeah, I think Gigi boy can hear me.
Yes, can you hear me? So sorry, Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, Superior, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you. So sorry about that. Uh,
Okay, yeah,
Good
just go ahead
evening,
and do
everyone.
a quick introduction and yeah.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. And my name is Samson, and also known or popularly known as Superior. I am co-founder and the CTO at Coinsafe. Yeah, so that's me. So basically, or should I do? Okay, yeah.
All
So
right,
basically, what we do as Coin.
go ahead, please.
So basically, what we do as Coinsafe is to help people have a good saving habit and also do something so different from the normal conventional way whereby every Web3 application does it. We're building a way whereby users have access to Web3, daily access to Web3, and we make use of we make use of our application daily for their daily day-to-day activity. So we're helping users have a better saving routine. Yeah, so thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much for that quick run through. So very quickly, I'm just going to dive right in. I think that we are favored, network favors us this evening. I think there's a bit of a due to the weather in different locations here in Nigeria. There's just a bit of a network. You know, it's shaky. Everything just gone off. But let's see how we go. So very quickly, we're just going to dive right in into our discussions for today. So, Superior, very quickly. So, let's hear about Coinsafe. I mean, you've told us that Coinsafe is trying to make probably get away from saving the conventional way and integrating the whole, bringing it on chain for persons to be able to save on chain. So, let's hear your journey. Tell us about Coinsafe. How actually did Coinsafe begin? What's the story? Run us through from the ground up. What's the story behind Coinsafe?
So awesome. So Coinsafe actually begins just like a normal project and a normal kind of project you could look at. So we all started the whole project last year. That was around September last year. If I could remember vividly, we started around September 3rd last year. And it was more of like an hackathon project. So we all started like a team. So we formed a team out of Web3 Bridge. So we're out of the Web3 Bridge trying to participate for the Web3 Lagos Conference hackathon. That was last year Web3 Lagos Conference hackathon. And we all started like, oh, how do we go about it? What is the whole problem we need to solve? So we started brainstorming around ideas, and we had sleepless nights. We had a couple of nights whereby we were brainstorming of different ideas. We bring up ideas and we like, no, this will not sell. This will sell. This will make sense, and this will not make sense. Even at a point, we thought of inventing only just sorry, only fans on chain. You just imagine how it will look like. We are thinking of we're thinking of inventing something like OnlyFans on chain, but we all came to a common idea whereby we both saw our parents struggling around their savings when we were growing up. So the normal conventional ways whereby our parents save is to use the normal conventional piggy box or the piggy box we know. That's in outside they call it kolo. So there's this box that carpenter normally makes use of, and people try to save on it. And once is the particular deadline for it, they come to break it or try to remove the whole funds and stuff like that. So we thought of that and we're like, yes, that's not what we want. And to make it easier for people, we look at all those challenges around savings and we came up with Coinsafe. So we looked at people that are being paid in crypto. So now let's assume you're working in the crypto industry and you need to you're being paid at the end of the month or at the end of the week, and you need to invest or save a particular fraction of whatever you're being invested or you're being paid. And instead of you to try to convert it to naira or fiat, whatever country you are, instead of you trying to convert it to fiat and try to move it into the whatever you're using to save, and that whole process takes you a whole long way. It takes you you're going to be charged for converting it to naira. You're going to be charged for moving it from one place to another and stuff like that. So we came about like trying to solve that problem around savings, whereby people that are basically on chain have a full access to a on-chain saving habits. So instead of okay, now one other way we noticed that people save on chain was to have a conventional wallet. So when you have a conventional wallet, all you do is to send maybe USDT or USDC into that particular wallet without having a gas fee, right? So you know that, oh, if I don't have a gas fee, I won't be able to withdraw this particular amount of money. So we thought about it that, oh, but the fact that you don't have a gas fee, well, you might feel at a point in time that, oh, I need this money to do something. It doesn't take you anything for you to send a gas fee into that particular wallet and actually withdraw and actually use it for whatever you want to use it for. So it's not that consistent. People break that kind of saving habits. So we came up with something that, oh, instead of doing that, let's do something that's so more efficient, more what are they calling it? More goal oriented, and it's not unlike the normal DeFi platforms we have on chain that many people target youth farmers or the target traders mainly. But we now are targeting people that want to have a
Yeah.
better savings on chain. So what we are doing as Coinsafe is just a simple saving application built on the chain and basically deployed on Lisk. We're building it on Lisk, and it helps users to save seamlessly and in a fun manner. So it's something like that is so more gamified and goal oriented. So it's unlike the normal conventional way that I've said so far. And what we are targeting or what the features we are actually building on presently are more, we have a target savings, which is actually a goal-based goals. And we have an automated savings plan where you automatically automated, where your savings is actually automated and you can actually have the automated savings plans moving forward. You can actually set a frequency or the duration of how you want it to look like. Then we also have an AI powered guidance for personal savings strategies. And we also have what are they calling it? A gamified reward system, whereby at the end of the day, when you save, there's a reward attached to your savings. So it's not just as if you're saving and there's no yield or there's no reward to
Yeah.
whatever you're saving at the end of the day. So that's basically what we are building on Coinsafe, and it's just to make saving more simple and engaging and rewarding for users.
All
Thank
right.
you.
I mean, generally, this is beautiful. Thank you for that breakdown. This is very exciting. But just before we go, right? I mean, you've already said giving us a lot of things that are going on, that you guys have already built in inside the CoinSafe product. But just before we get on that the live demo, because I know when you're doing the live demo, you get to like really break down a lot of these things. Let's just for a bit and just talk about the role that Lisk is playing of this. You know, you mentioned Lisk a couple of times, say building, you and the team are building team in with Lisk on Lisk. So let's talk about Lisk. How did Lisk get into the picture? What exactly you and the team decided, okay, Lisk was the best chain to push this product products on, how has been the whole experience working with Lisk? Has it, if we were to start this all afresh again, would you still want to do this on Lisk? Let's just run that up. Then when you now give answer on this, we'll now just dive right into the demo and other things we can talk about. All right? Yeah. So
Oh, all right, awesome. Thank you for asking that question. Yeah, so List has been the major chain around whatever we're building on Coinsafe, and this has been the most supportive chain around what we're building. And so this came into the picture just the way I said it started like an hackathon project, and so one funny thing about it is when they announced the winners for the Web3 Lagos conference, that was 2024, we didn't got to win any point, like any full price, like any position. We didn't got to win anything. You get, so even people that deployed on Lisk, we didn't got to win from people that deployed on
yeah,
Lisk, and we deployed on Lisk. So it all started that way. So we got at the end of the day, we were so disappointed, so heartbroken. Oh, we deployed on List, and at the end of the day, we didn't have anything. They didn't even recommend us for anything, like nothing. When other people that didn't even put more efforts than we did got a whole lot of prize and stuff like that. So we never gave up. So we are like, though because we had the conviction of what we are building, we felt no, we never gave up. So I think sometimes this time last year, we had a call with H. I think I'm not sure. Some other list guys. I'm not sure if Juju Boy was also on the call that period. Some other list guys. So some other list guys doing. So we had a call with them, trying to pitch and demo whatever we're building with some teams, some guys from IR team, from the IR team. So we pitched whatever we're building to them, and the IR Lisk Quartz One incubation came in, and we applied. So when we applied, I think about 120 something projects applied then, and we were part of the 20 something projects that got into the first Lisk higher incubation program. So we started the whole incubation program last year. That was around November, December, and we got into, so the incubation is actually like in stage phases. So we had different stages. So we got into the first stage, we passed into the first stage. So out of the projects that passed, around 25 projects that got into the whole incubation program, Coinsafe was part of the first, I think was part of the 10 projects that got into the second stage. So out of the projects that got into the second stage, which was the 10 projects, so the second stage was people that will be going for the final stage, who will be going for physical, who will be going to Kilifi for the final stage. So out of the 6 projects that will be going for the final stage in Kilifi, Coinsafe got into the 6 people that were going to Kilifi, that were going for to Coinsafe to Kilifi for the final stage. And I think out of 4 Nigerian projects that got into Kilifi, into the final stage, Coinsafe was part of these 2 projects that was selected for the final stage of the whole process. So that has been a big, yeah, thank you. So that has been a big motivation for us to, and a conviction that, oh, what we are building is actually something that's so solid, and we are doing something that will solve a big impact. Though the whole incubation program was a really, well, all thanks to the IR guys. They would drill you. Yeah, they were guys that were, they drilled us, and at a point where we were having that conviction that what we are building, are we sure what we are building is really worth it? You get, those guys will actually make it look as if, yes, are you building something that's, what you're building, are you sure even you yourself, you start doubting yourself. Am I building something that is going to really solve that problem? So I all thanks to PK, Eric, Michael, and Joel. Those guys are really awesome. They made us to feel well, you guys are building. At the end of the day, we saw all the whole impacts of the drilling, and here we are. And for the Lisk team, I'll always say Lisk team has actually been one of the great team I've actually seen. in the ecosystem because those guys are actually awesome. Very, very awesome. Whenever you reached out to them, oh, I'm having a problem around this, those guys are ready to help you out. So our whole journey started first of all from Georgia. Georgia was the first person we had the contact with. That was his first. I think is it not? That was the second tour to Africa, Nigeria at that point in time. That was last year. We had a contact with him. From there, we had his Telegram handles, and whenever we have issues, we always run back to Georgia. Oh, Georgia, this is what we are having, and Georgia is always there to help us. Moving forward, we had some conversation with Andrew also, and moving forward, we also have a conversation before Chidubemu came into the picture and we started moving on with Chidubemu. What are they calling it? Santiago. Santiago is also a great guy. We all had the whole conversation with Santiago, moving on with Santiago. We had calls, several calls with Santiago. Even when we were doing more of testing, more of user research, we always jump on a call with Santiago. Santiago, we need you to get your input about this, and he's always ready to listen to us. So those guys are
Yeah.
very, 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 very awesome. Same thing with people like Juju Boy and likes. Whenever we reach out to them, Juju Boy, Karika, Vicky, Teto, those guys are also awesome. So not the fact that I'm seeing them there, but those guys have been doing their job like very, very, very awesome. Even when you have issues with them, when you have issues like, oh, you're reaching out to them, they find a way to just try to make sure that, oh, even if it cannot be solved at that point in time, they find a way to make you know, okay, let's do it this way, just to make sure that things are being proper. And whenever they find a way around it, they come back to you and tell you that, oh, fine, this is how it goes. So Lisk has actually been an awesome, awesome family for us, and I will always say if you're building any products, it's awesome you start from risk. You're getting the support, both financially, both physically, both morally, even when as a founder you tend to know this what I'm building does not make sense. But they are there to let you know that you're doing something wrong. Yeah. So thank you about that.
Wow, thank you very much for that. For that response. Just while we it, you can just start prepping to share your screen so that we can get right into the demo. But something you mentioned that stuff for me is how you talked about how the IR experience, the incubation experience, made you almost not believe in what you are building. So, and it's something I believe is like a very crucial part in building a product. I mean, at some point, you have to really sure that you actually believe in what you are building, because if you can believe it and really see what you are building, see the impact of what you're building, you're able to, like, you yourself put yourself as a user, will you actually want to use this product? Is it actually um, friendly? And if you are to get to that point where you believe it, you can definitely sell it to everybody. And from what the incubation program did for you and your guys at Coinsafe. And I mean, now Coinsafe is doing pretty well. We just have a couple of months of being active, and this is still the beginning of a lot of things that to come. So guys, you heard it from Superior. He said it. It's a drilling experience, and the focus for leaks and the incubation programs that you have to go through when you want to get yourself together with leaks makes you understand that the Leaks ecosystem is actually more focused in making you a better build, not just a builder, but also a better founder who understands the real impact, the impact you are actually putting out there, and you are able to keep that energy running for as long as you can. So that's the beauty of being in the Leaks ecosystem, is just extremely beautiful. So yeah, so while we have Superior get his screen ready, uh yeah, so while we have Superior get his screen ready, you can just go ahead and you can present, right? Able to present.
Superior,
Yeah,
before
Okay,
yes,
you
I
share your
can.
screen,
okay,
before you
okay,
share your
Jigbo,
screen, I
please
was going
go
to
ahead.
say something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So something you said really, really got to me, and I think like the listeners or anybody who's going to be watching this later needs to know this, that um, you know, hackathons and the prizes from hackathons do not define you and your team. Right? A lot of people don't know this. I've met builders, and I always tell them whenever I come across them that whatever some judge said at the hackathon is his own opinion of what you're building at the time. It can be good feedback, but then it shouldn't be the reason why you stop. Right? The reason you build the product in the first place is not because you want to go and win a hackathon prize. It's because you felt like there's a problem that needed to be solved. So even if there are 10 other projects on the hackathon, and then this
Yeah.
just feels like out of the 10, maybe you didn't appear to be the best to them, it doesn't mean that the problem you're trying to solve does not exist, right? So I'm saying this to anybody who's
Yeah.
listening, who's probably built for a hackathon before and probably did not get the prize, and then you are wondering, oh, maybe I shouldn't even have put in all the effort and all that. Just remember that the reason you are building is not because of some prize. You're building to solve a problem. So, and often, more often than not, we've seen it. We've seen projects that go through a hackathon. They don't even win the prize, but they get the feedback from the judges. They get, oh, this is what you did. This is why we didn't give you the prize. This is blah blah blah, and all, and they keep building, right? And most times you see like hackathon winners, and then 6 months later, 1 year down the line, and you are looking for those projects, right? And they are nowhere there. They simply disappear. But you see those ones that didn't even make it out in the first place. They're the ones that actually persevere, and they keep building, and then they even grow beyond, you know, what you think. And then for the incubation program, obviously anybody who has been through that incubation program, they always testify. It's like passing through the eye of a needle. And the reason is because you have to get it right. You get there, and they they try to know whether you actually believe in what you're doing, and they send you back to go and do user research, SWOT analysis, to test if this your project, if this thing you're even building, do people even need it? Because you could be spending hours, on your screen, and the solution, the problem you're trying to solve, people don't even think it's a problem to them, right? So you're just so that's why it's very very difficult. I've seen projects that had to like pivot. For example, I was talking to the CEO of DigiSpay, and he was like, they had to pivot almost towards the end of the program, right? They realized that yes, we had a good infrastructure, we're building something good, but this solution won't quite sell in our target market. So they needed to sort of realign their project just to make sure that they all get it. And that is why these incubation programs exist. So it's one thing to know how to build a product, it's one thing to have a team, but actually building a startup is not what you have to learn it, right? You could be good at
Yeah.
coding, you could be good at, putting apps together, but being a founder is different from being a programmer. Being a startup is different from being a small team, right? So that's like why these programs exist. And to be honest, I feel like Lisk has and this is not even me blowing my horn. It's like Lisk has so I don't say number one, but I would say top three best founder pipeline in Africa right now, as long as Web3 is concerned, right? So we have a lot
Mm.
of examples of people who came in, and the moment they got into incubation with Lisk, they realized that, oh, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know anything at all. I'm just realizing that this is an entirely different ball game here, and it happens that way because there are a lot of factors, there are a lot of moving parts. Like you said, sometimes you want to use a particular solution, it's not readily available to be integrated into your platform, blah blah blah, and that's where you now have like people like me, people like Etete, all the other DevRel ambassadors and ecosystem ambassadors to assist. Like you were saying earlier about platform that you wanted to use. So maybe you want to do an integration with Velodrome, or OkuTrader, for instance, and then you have somebody who can tell you that it's easier if you do this with Morpho. It's easier if you use this other tooling. It's going to be better if you use this other resource instead, right? And that's why all of these different people exist within the ecosystem. Anybody can go say to Web3 Bridge, and by the way, Web3 Bridge is a partner of Lisk, obviously. Can go to somewhere like Web3 Bridge and learn how to code, but that doesn't make you a founder. You still need to go from being a developer to understanding how all the other moving parts come together, understanding your market, understanding your users, understanding how your solution affects the problem, and if the proposed solution is even needed in the market. So I like that you shared that story. I'm definitely going to carry it on, and I'm going to use it as instances everywhere I go for people who a lot of people
It's
need to hear this. Yeah, it's a great case study. People need to hear this story. So yeah, go ahead and do your pitch. And yeah, for everybody who's listening, don't give up. Keep building. You can really go from 0 to 100 in a minute. Whatever somebody says about your product is not the final say until you do your research yourself. So yeah, go ahead, Superior.
wow,
All
thank you
right.
very much. Very
Thank
important,
you very much.
guys. Yeah, that's a very important highlight that Jujiba has pointed out. I mean, just keep building, believe in what you're building. When you now get into these incubation programs, it becomes like the fire where you go through in order for you to refine it and really be sure that it's ready for it to be put out there as a well-refined goal that everybody wants to get a hold of. So that's a beautiful thing with this incubation program. So, and Coinsafe has gone through that process, and they've seen how important or how helpful that has been for them. So, and it should be a case study that a lot of builders out there, persons listening on this call, persons who also get to see this now in the next couple of months, is a model, is a case study that needs to be studied and modeled after you build, you go through these incubation programs and believe in what you're building, as long as you really know that you are building for impact, not just for money. You are building for impact. If you are building for impact, really that is when you will solve a global problem, and that's the beautiful thing about the experience. So yeah, let's jump right into demo. You can go ahead and just share screen again so that I can add it to the corner where it gets to see. So basically, what I want, why you're running us through, like what you guys have built on CoinSafe, what I want you to run us through as well to highlight is you mentioned something about the major reason why you and the team decided to go this route. Sorry, let me just make us very, let me reduce us so that the screen will have more say. Okay, so you mentioned that the major reason that you and the team, you and your co-founder decided to do this was because you saw that you both saw that your parents were having a major issue with saving. So why are they doing this? I want you to like you highlight how it's very easy for persons who are not as persons who are still in the Web2 ecosystem, how it's easy for them to still be bored themselves into Coinsafe and save with Coinsafe effortlessly, seamlessly, without having to start thinking about what's the meaning of this, without having to get through, figuring out what all of the Web3 jargons mean and all of that. So you show us how the whole onboarding process is and how seamless and easy it is. So that persons who are joining on this call and persons who still watch later will see that it's very easy to use Coinsafe, and you can do that in minutes and save your money however you want and enjoy the experience. So yeah, over to you. Why you run us through from this onboarding. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, guys. So, welcome. So, here is our landing page and our home application or home page. So, you can see what we have here: build better saving habits one step at a time. And here is all the whole features and the way the whole stuff works. So, here we have our social logins for those that want to join our community, can join our Discord channel, and also reach out to or join or follow us on X or join our Telegram channel also. So moving back here, I will be coming back to the whole application itself here. Once I click on start savings, it takes me to the application. So once you go to the application, you are being prompted to connect your wallets. So on click on this guy, sorry, on click of this guy, you are being asked to either use your Gmail or your any of your social logins or your passkey or your wallets or whatever. So for those that might not be familiar with the whole crypto space, you can actually start in with your old social media or your Gmail connection. So let me try to connect with my Gmail account. I think my network is a bit shitty. I don't know. Since my network is a bit slow, but okay. Let me just try to connect with. Let me try to connect with my external wallet. So I'll connect with my external wallet. I'll use my Rabi wallet to connect. So we prompt to. So, but you can also. I'll try to come back to the Gmail whatever. So once you're being prompted, so this is the little aspect at which we can do more of KYC, just to get to know more of our users and try to reach out to them depending on the activities or whatever you're trying to do or you're trying to perform on the application. So we are requesting for your email here, and you can decide to enter your email. But due to the fact that we are on the call, I won't be able to do demo or entry my email for now. So I'll just keep it for now. But when next I come back, I'll also be prompted to demo my email. So I think this is not the account I want to use. Okay, so this is the account I want to use. So yeah, so here I have my, this is the way the dashboard looks like. I have my total wallet balance and the vote balance and the available balance. So here is the available balance for me to, whatever, maybe in case I have a particular money that has been deposited into my wallet that I'm not used. But for now, this is the available balance and my available balance is zero. So the first thing that is required for you as a user is to click on deposit here and select the token you want. So for my USDT, I have $3. For my LSK, I have zero. For my USDC, I have this. So I can decide to deposit at least maybe let's start with, let me just say let me deposit 10 USDC. So depositing 10 USDC, you'll be prompted to sign the whole transaction. So it's going on. Why is my network a bit so slow this evening? Just hold on. Why is the network so slow? Can you just hold on while I switch my network, please? Trying to switch my network. Okay. So it's being prompted for me to sign the transaction or approve the transaction. So the fact that I'm saving USDC, I need to approve the whole transaction. So I'll confirm my transaction. So after approving, I'll be prompted to confirm the whole transaction. So once I confirm the transaction, it's automatically confirmed the whole transaction. And yeah, so you can see it says deposited transaction, you deposited 10 USDC. So I've deposited 10 USDC. And the next movement is for me to go to my depot as savings. So for the savings, we have the manual savings. So if I click on manual savings here, I have a one-time savings and I have an automated savings, which is the auto saves. So for the auto save, I can decide to select the token I want to use. I can either select USDC, LSK, or the USDC I just deposited now. For the USDC I just deposited now, You can decide to say, okay, let me say I want to use maybe $4 or $5 for whatever I want to save now. So once I click on $5, okay, what am I saving towards? What is my saving target? So for my saving target, I can decide to say I want to save towards maybe uh maybe DevCon. Let me use DevCon as that. Let me use that as, let me just say Dev Connect like this. So I want to save towards Dev Connect. And what is the duration of saving towards Dev Connect? Is it 30 days? Is it 60 days? Is it 120? Or is it a custom where you can actually automatically select what you can, the days you want it to be? But for now, actually click on 30 days. And automatically, if I click on 30 days, it's telling me that my next unlock date is November 9, 2025. And I'll click on Save Assets. Automatically, once I click on Save Assets, I'll be requested to sign the whole transaction for the whole savings. So here I'll sign the transaction and I'll confirm the transaction. And once I'm done, I'll get a notification that I have deposited a particular amount of USDC. So you saved 5 USDC for 30 days, save transaction successfully, and this is what I have here. Automatically, by the time I go back to my Vault page here, you can see this is my savings that I have here. I have the auto saves, I have the emergency saves, and I also have the MacBook savings, I have the house savings, and I have my Dev Connect savings, which is the $5 here. So if I click on the Dev Connect savings, you can see it. I can see other details about the savings here. So here I can see the saving balance, which is the 5 USDC. I can decide to manage the token. I can top up, and can also extend my. Presently, is actually telling me that the current date is 30 days. So I can decide to extend my saving days to either 60 days, 120, or whatever I want to extend it to be. But I won't be doing that. Same also for the top up. For the top up here, I can decide to select the token I want to use to top up. So for the USD, if I select USDC, you can see that I have $5 balance from the $10 I deposited into the application. I can decide to save all and click on top up, and I'll save that. So, whenever at the end of the 30 days, whenever my save is mature, I'll get a claimable balance here. So this is where will show me all my savings. This is what I've saved, and this is where I also get the balance of my yield at the end of the whole 30 days. So since I'm selecting the 30 days, I get my balance here, my claimable balance, and my yield also will be accumulated around this guy, and I'll be able to click on the claim all button to claim my yield. Does that make sense? Yes. So you can also, at the moment too, we have a system where you can also unlock whatever you have at this point in time. But that's what you can actually unlock whatever you have at this point in time. But you have a particular charges attached to whatever you're trying to unlock. So we don't advise that for users at this point in time. So I'll go back to my savings, and I'll do the automated savings so that everyone can see the way automated savings works. So for the automated savings, we have 5 USDC here. I can decide to, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can save. Oh, I've created an automated savings. Okay, sorry, please. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Uh, okay, let me remove USDC from my automated savings, please. So I already created an automated savings that has USDC. So the only thing I can do is just to top up to the USDC. So, but now I'll remove it so that I can be able to add back to my automated savings. Yeah, so I removed my automated USDC from my automated savings. Save. Is saying something, Amara? Yeah, so yeah, I have my USDC here back now. So I don't have a balance in Lisk LSK. I would have used LSK token, but I have USDC here. So for the USDC, I can decide to say, okay, I want to save one USDC. And what is the frequency? Let's assume I want to save it every day. So for the every day, I've selected the frequency for every day, and I'll do add token. And once I add token, I will be prompted to sign the transaction. And once I sign the transaction, I get a notification that, oh, you set up an automated savings plan for to save USDC every day. So if you come back here to the dashboard here, you will see my automated savings. So already I have a USDT automated savings that is running every day. But for the USDC, by the time you come back, maybe after this guy is done, you will see that of the USDC. So presently is the USDT that is running automatically. So you see October 11, I have USDT, October 12, I have USDT. So this is actually telling you the way your scheduled savings looks like. And that's how it looks like. So for the reward system, this is the reward system that helps us to track people that are saving and how to incentivize people that are saving. So, and we also have a gas coverage, which is coming soon. We are yet to implement that functionality. So here is the wallet aspect of the whole application. So here you can see the whole wallet. You have the whole total balance that you have saved so far, and you have the available balance that you have in your display. So you either you want to withdraw, you want to deposit, you can also click on it. For the assets, you can also see your assets table and see the amount or whatever you have inside of your assets. So for USDC, there's 8.96. For LSK, we have zero. For excuse me, for USDC, you have this. And also you have your transaction history here to make it easier for you to track whatever you saved and how it looks like. So for the votes, here is how the vote. Sorry, yeah, for the votes, here is how it works. So we have the automated savings, and we also have an emergency savings. So the way our emergency saving works is it's so flexible that you can you can save, and at any point in time you can unlock. So you can save at any point in time, and at any time you can unlock because it's so flexible. So the whole way it works is because it's an emergency savings and it's so flexible, the whole use system for it is not comparable to what you get from auto save and the targeted savings because they are particularly locked. So the emergency save is so flexible. You can actually come here and try to top up your emergency save, add the token you want to use to it. I can decide to add USDC and I can just say one USDC and I'll top it up. So I gotten that. So automatically I've topped up my USD, my emergency save, and I have my $1 USDC for my emergency save. It's so flexible. Same thing with my auto save that I just did. You can also manage it. You can also add a token to save, remove token from save, and you can also deactivate your save, and you can also extend your save just the way we did from the whole demo for targeted savings. So for the claimable balance also, whenever you have a claimable balance, you automatically reflect here just the way you should see it. And for the assets table here, you can see it that we have USDT, one USDT per day, and this is the balance we have in both. For the USDC, we have one USDC per day also, and this is the balance we have in votes also. So that's basically how our automated savings works. So easy and so accessible for people to create. So you can actually create a targeted savings towards whatever you're saving for and come over to them at any point in time. So for the reward system, we are still building around the reward system. So we have a point system whereby you can also see how your points is going and how you can get incentivized around your points. Then lastly, we have this on-ramp. So for the on-ramp process, you can decide to select. So let's assume just the way Amara said, you're coming from a space whereby you don't even know more about crypto and you just want to save, right? So you can have your Naira and you decide to say, oh, I want to save using Coinsafe. So you can decide to select the amount of money you want to save. So let's assume I select one USDC. I want to on-ramp with one USDC. I can proceed to payment. So once I proceed to payments, I get in I get prompted to phone bank. So we phone bank is actually a third party that we're using as Coinsafe. It's not something that we are the one that are providing it. So phone bank is like more of like a third party something that we're using. So you get an OTP on your email. So I can just input the OTP that I have here on my phone. It's 36. And so here you can see it has given me the balance, the amount of money I need to pay into the account. So you can see, please review the details in order, and I'll click on next transfer. So here it will request for you to add your additional information. So for your bank details, it should, in case if the transaction fails, you need to get a refund. And once you get a refund, with your account number, you'll be able to get your refund. So going forward, all I just need to do is to make the transfer. So I can go into my application, my bank app, and just paste the bank account I have and into it, and I'll make the transfer. Once I'm done with the transfer, I should get a what are they calling it? Sorry, I'm coming for 5. So once I'm done with the transfer, I should be able to get my token at the end of the day. So I'm doing the transfer at the moment. So please bear with me while I do that. Yep. So I've done that. Most times it requests me to upload my transaction receipts. Okay, this time around is not requesting me to upload my transaction receipts. Yep. So it's waiting for me to waiting for transaction confirmation, and I hope it goes through so fast. But while it's still transacting, while it's still moving, I can go back to the application and come back to the dashboard. So, yeah, so that's basically what we have at this point in time. So we hope to move into other features moving forward, like having an extension that helps you to do see the save and spend. So there's this normal save and spend that we're looking into, where you can actually have a fraction of whatever you're using from the external wallets being deposited into your Coinsafe account. So I'm not sure this guy is okay. It has been completed. So when you come back to this guy and you click on USDT, yes, so I should have the balance here. So I have the balance here. So I can decide to deposit whatever I have here. And that is that on how the whole application works. So it's so seamless for anybody to make use of. And this is like a profile page where you can actually add your email. So you can basically add your email just to be sure whenever you make any transaction, maybe a deposit, a, a withdrawal, and stuff like that. You get a notification from our email. You get an email from us telling you that, oh, this is the transaction that was taking place from your account. And basically, that is just how Coinsafe works. Yeah. So that's just Coinsafe in a nutshell.
All right. Sorry. Thank you very much for that run through. I mean, that was very detailed, and you showed a lot of it. You should practically showed every major thing that everyone should know about Coinsafe. Just very quickly, I'm going to give my feedback on this. Then I'll let Juju Boy now if there's any other question, if there's anything he wants to say just before we wrap this up. So first, I want to say that having come from a a background of design, product designer for a good number of years before I decided to do full time creating. I want to quickly tell everybody that something you find out with what Concept has built here is how the experience is very simple for anybody to use. It's very simple for anybody to use. Not just the experience, even the interface itself. You don't have a lot of things like hitting you your face right there on your face that you're very confused, don't know where to go to. Everything is as simple as it can get to its simplest form, so you can on your own navigate and do anything you want to do. You don't even need to go and start browsing what does blockchain mean, what does web3 mean, what everything is easy for you. So you can, if let's say um if you're Nigerian here and you save, okay, yeah. So let's say if you're Nigerian here and you save the conventional way, maybe you use like your OP app or whatever you use to save at all, you can practically just start saving the Web3 way using Coinsafe without having to go through any stress. Can everyone hear me? Let me just be sure we are still all with me.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
beautiful. So you can you can you can just move whatever thing you have, whatever money you want to save, and being save the Web3 way with Coinsave without having to like start asking start having to do a lot of studying. What is Web3? What's all of that? No, no, no. So and you are saving these things, it becomes very beneficial to you because you are doing it in stable coins and in stable tokens like USDT, USDC, and the LSK token. That is the beauty of it. So that's like my first observation from this. So anybody at all, even if you're a parent, you can start using Coinsafe to save. You can save whether it's for emergency, you can do the automatic setup, you can do the manual, whatever thing you want to save for, and you just have your way around it. You don't even need a manual's instruction. That is a very cool thing about this product. Personally, I've been trying this out, and I've shared it in the past couple of days that I've been trying this out. I've shared it to a lot of persons around me, and I didn't even have to do any more from onboarding. They just put it out. Both persons who are Web3 inclined and persons who are in the Web2 ecosystem. So that's the beauty of Coinsafe, and it's very, very, very amazing. So everyone, as long as you have something you're saving for, make sure you get on this. He already has given us a little bit of what we need to expect, the spend and save feature, and also the rewards and other things that are coming soon. And that is just extremely beautiful. So make sure you're on the lookout for this. Start using Coinsafe today. Make sure you start using Coinsafe today and enjoy using Coinsafe. Is very, very amazing. Probably just this is just putting it out there. So probably at some point we can now start I don't know, probably whoever, maybe at the end of a month or at the end of a year, whoever has the highest saved up stack probably have to
Yes.
get maybe say so
This
number of
reward.
percentage or a so number of reward for being maybe in the first top three or in the first top five, or having stacked up a lot of savings for yourself. And I mean, this also helps to build a very beautiful culture, for Africans generally, a beautiful saving culture for you as well, and you're saving this in very stable token. So yeah, I really love the product that's just been put out there, and I believe everybody should use it. So, over to you. Any feedback from your end just before we wrap?
Yeah, thank you, Danny, for the insights. I do have a question. So I've been around long enough to look at a lot of projects, and just looking at what you just demoed. First of all, I'm impressed. Um, although I've actually like tried using the app in the past, but I didn't get to like this. This is a full-on breakdown for me. But I have a question that I think I will be asking on behalf of everybody listening. So the part where you demoed the auto feature, so I'm asking this from a technical standpoint. Um, Two questions in one. One, um, how does it work under the hood? in the sense that you are signing the transaction once, which means you're letting Coinsafe have access to. So I'm trying to paint the scenario here. Are you letting Coinsafe have access to your account such that every day it takes a specific amount from your account and adds it to the contract? Or how exactly does that happen? And the second question would be how how secure is this? Because I'm
Did I just lost him? Can you hear me, Danny? Danny, can you hear me? Hello, Danny, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I think it's from his end.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
So it's a repetition, yeah. Yeah. Gigi boy, we're waiting for you, Gigi boy.
All right, so you can. So I think you can go ahead and like start. You can go ahead and start answering the first question he asked just before he gets back on the call.
All right, awesome. So for the first question, it's more of like a dilemma that we also had when we started the whole process. Um, so we were also looking at what are they calling it? So for the first question, it's more of like a dilemma that we also had when we started the process. So it seems I'm having a feedback. Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me?
Sorry, you can go ahead now. I think the feedback has stopped.
Okay, okay, awesome. So for the aspects whereby you is asking about the automated savings, how does the automated saving works behind the hood? So the whole way the automated saving works behind the hood is at first you are making a deposit into Coinsafe's account, into Coinsafe. So Coinsafe creates a wallet for you on our own application whereby you make a deposit into that wallet. So once you make wallet into that wallet, and you sign a transaction towards automated savings. So we have a cron job that helps you to do the transaction automatically. It helps you do the transaction automatically, and you don't have to stress about it. And when can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. Welcome back, Julie. Question saying how about the whole automated savings. So for the automated savings, the first process is you make a deposit into Coinsafe. Coinsafe creates a wallet for you. So once can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. So Coinsafe creates a wallet for you. Once you make a deposit into that Coinsafe account using our Coinsafe platform, and whenever you click on automated savings, you are signing the transaction. So be our perspective, we have a cron job that helps you do the whole transaction behind the scene. So whenever the cron job comes in and see that you don't have a fund, the cron job, that's the reason, one of the reasons why we request for users' email. So the cron job sends you an email to notify you that you are out of funds. Is either you are funding your account so that you'll be able to, so that your automated savings will be able to be continued. We're able to continue. So even if the first day you don't do that, the second day it sends you another email, and maybe for the third day it sends you another email. If you don't do anything, it goes it stops for a while so that it won't keep on bugging you. Stops for a while, and maybe after some time, if it sees that you're not, what are they calling it? You're not making moves. It sends you more a notification. It just works the same way this guy works, Duolingo. So when you're learning on Duolingo, Duolingo sends you a notification. Oh, guy, you missed your streak for this Osodi. So just that's just the same way we do. So we remind you about your streak so that you don't miss your streak for your savings. So so that it will be as if we are bugging you, we give you a space, and after a while we come back uh to remind you again. So for the security and how secure is our contract. So for the security aspect, we've gone through some couple of audits. So we reached out to Guild Audit. For those that knows more about Guild Audit have done our security. They did our whole audits, the first phase of the audit. They did our first phase of audit. And we also recently we just completed another audit with Pels Audit, which is a private, like more of like a private auditor. So Pels is also a great person on the space that does more of audits, and he has a well-known portfolio of audits. And moving forward, we're also looking at we're having a conversation with Aki. So Akin is like a more of like a partner with Lisk. They are audit guys that Lisk recommends so far. So we're having a conversation. So we tend to have like a multiple portfolio of audits. So we don't plan to stop because we are securing people's funds. So we don't plan to stop just using maybe one or two or three auditors. So we tend to move further with our audit process. So I don't know if that answers questions. Your mic is mute. You're talking.
Oh my god, oh my god. So that actually answers my question, because I was just being curious about the security of funds and how exactly the whole automation system works under the hood. But I think you've pretty much clarified that. I don't know if someone else has a question, but this is actually a good one.
All right. Thank you very much, Juju Boy, for that question. Thank you for also clarifying that uh, for the persons who are listening. So, just before we wrap up, I want to say again that I believe that what Coinsafe has here is extremely beautiful, and I mean he has taken out time to demo everything that they have, and talk about their security, and talk about everything that will probably keep you up here a little bit and feel like, oh, I'm not sure about this. If there are still other questions that you have for them, you can go ahead. Their username here on X is coinsave underscore safe. That's their username. Or you can just search Coinsafe. You see them, verify with the blue tick. You see their logo. So just go ahead. You can reach out to them, send a DM. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to Superior here if you have any other questions or concerns. Or you can just, if you are finding it difficult to do that, you can just reach out to me in the DMs here on X, and I will direct you to the right persons you need to speak to and give you the right responses that you need to make that very seamless for you. Just reach out to me here. Since if you are joining on here on X or on YouTube, just reach out to me with your questions or anything, and I'll just move you to the right channel. Beautiful.
Better
I
still,
of
superior,
you guys have here.
superior. You
Thank.
could, yeah. I was going to say, put a comments in the on X, under the main post with some details, maybe link to your website and all the other details. So it's easier. They don't have to have
Okay.
to go to DMs
Yeah.
first. So everybody can see right there if they want to. Just they can check under the main post on X and go from there.
All right, I'm doing that right away.
All right, so you can just go ahead and drop it in the stream post here on X for this listener. You can just drop it to the pinned post that I have about this X live stream in the comment section, and persons will get whatever they need to. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't think there's any other thing missing. G boy, do you have any other thing to say just before we wrap up? Okay, I think.
Trying to drop the whole.
Okay, all right. So I think we are good to go. Superior, anything from your end?
Yeah, so thank you for everyone for joining, and really appreciate to have everyone over there. Jujuboy, thank you very much. Amara, thank you very much for doing this with us. And we hope to see more of greatness and more of collaboration with everyone. And for those that are on the call also, thank you for joining on the call. We hope to see you guys saving and more collaboration and more what are they calling it? Yeah, more transaction with you guys. Thank you very much, and it's a great privilege to have you guys here. Thank you, and if there's any issue, please reach out to us on our X, and we'll always respond to your response. And just as Amara has said, you can always reach out to Amara. You can also reach out to Juju Boy. Juju Boy is like a youth ambassador for Lisk. Whatever problem you are having, just reach out to him. He will direct it to us and make it more easier for us. Same thing with Amara too. So Amara is also a list guy who also reach out to us and let us know, please. Thank you very much, guys. It's nice to have everybody here. I really appreciate it. Yep. That's for me.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for that feedback. Once again, thank you everyone for joining in. Great time we had there. Get to use Coinsafe. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you're also looking out for what Leaks Africa is putting out there and the whole Leaks ecosystem. There's still the Leaks Empower Fund that is still up there and that is still out there. So if you are building something amazing and you really believe in and you know has massive impact, you have an opportunity to get that funding and everything you need. So don't use the opportunity to play. And I hope to see every one of you again in any city, Dev Connect, wherever it is. Thank you again. And do have a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are joining the chat from. All right. Bye, chat. Thank you, everyone. And until next time.